All right, y'all. Jada Pinkett, Jada Pinkett, Jada Pinkett. Will Smith, Will Smith. What the hell? So if y'all don't know what I'm talking about, Jada Pinkett has yet again revealed some intimate details of the marriage between her and Will Smith. Details nobody asked about, right? Jada Pinkett came out and said her and Will have been separated for 7 years. Maybe she felt like she had to say that because she's been painted as the villain in the marriage between her and Will Smith, right? She also came out and said she was surprised at Will calling her his wife, when he was defending her at that time, because they had been separated, right? Then she came out and revealed that Tupac proposed to her in jail, etc., etc. And y'all, over these years, man, like, it's been really, really crazy because I've been feeling conflicted due to the fact that it seems like Jada Pinkett really don't care about embarrassing Will Smith at any point. She'll talk about things and talk about Pac in a way where it could be deemed as more than just a friend for her. The way she often goes into these like thoughts and things about him, and I get it. That was her long-term friend, super lifetime friend, but like I believe she may have called him like a soulmate of hers, etc. Right? And to be saying those type of things, maybe I'm wrong, but she speaks about him as if as if Pac was her soulmate. And I'll be like, yo, man, I know that really, that really hurts to see a man have his wife talk about another man in a way that I'm sure he hoped that she would talk about him, like, right? She talks about Pac with the utmost admiration and respect and just put him on a pedestal. And then she's like, well, and then there's Will. He's so understanding. He's such an understanding man. He's such an understanding guy. And I'll be like, damn, man. Like, Will, it sounds like, man, she really wanted Tyrone, but I guess I have to settle for Eric. You know what I mean? It comes across like that. But really, man, even with all this being said, because I feel a way because, as a young black boy, I always say this. Will Smith was the guy that I really looked up to as a kid. I rocked with Will so heavy. He was a black dude. He wasn't smoking, wasn't drinking, wasn't cursing, but the girls loved him. He was the epitome of cool. He was style, he was sauce, he was all of that in one, right? And to see that image being tarnished due to the actions of his wife and, her affair with August Alsina coming out into the public, and because August spilled it out into the public, and it's like, yo, and then you go back and look at the pictures that her and August Alsina was taking, and it gets really like, damn, man. The man had their son's friend taking down his old lady. Like, I know that had to be like really that had to hit him in his soul and hit him in his spirit. But after even saying all of these things, right, because the way I looked at Will and like, man, still think Will was the dopest, one of the dopest actors ever. And again, he was the epitome of cool. But I'm looking and I'm really, it's settling on me. And I'm like, Will is partially to blame for some of this stuff too. Will, for years, he's been forcing Jada into a role she never wanted. When you really think about the relationship dynamic between the two of them, Jada never really wanted to get married in the first place, and she said that. She never really wanted to get married. That was something that Will wanted. And I'm assuming maybe he wanted to make his own fixture of his own family after seeing the abuse that his mom took at the hands of his father, etc. He wanted to form his own family dynamic that could be beautiful in his image, right? But she talked about crying vigorously on her wedding day, right? Will persuaded her into marriage. You know what I mean? I remember her talking about Will throwing her a big extravagant 40th birthday party, which is something that she never wanted at all. And she voiced that to Will, expressed that to him, and he still did it anyway, right? My point in saying this is you can't pressure somebody into living a life they don't want to live, because it's not going to turn out good for you. They can be cool in it for a while. You can he persuaded her that that's what she wanted, right? They'll be cool with it for a while. They can live their life and play it in the image for a while, but eventually their true feelings about things will come out, especially if there's a hint of certain things not going their way. Because it's been rumored that Will had got into his method acting a lot deep in certain roles he was playing. Y'all know he was Mike Lowry on Bad Boys, right? So, and Will has caught the affection of many women. You heard about the rumored romance between him and Margot Robbie. the little the flames they have flying back and forth with each other on set of a movie. I remember Garcelle Bouvet, who plays Fancy on the Jamie Foxx show, she shouted Will out on his birthday and used the image of her kissing Will on in the Wild Wild West movie. And I'm like, damn, why would she choose that image to put up of Will, even though he's a married man? This is before the whole entanglement fiasco, right? So yeah, man, and I think what a lot of men in particular are upset, people in general, but men in particular are upset because Will Smith offered Jada marriage, kids, a white picket fence with a glamorous love story, the epitome of black love. Y'all heard J. Cole say it. I want a real love, a dark-skinned and unveiled love that Jada and that Will love, right? They were the epitome of black love, even though there was this rumor of them being swingers hanging around their heads since like the 2010s era, right? But it was never really confirmed, so everybody's like, oh, Jada and Will, Jada and Will. He was offering her the thing that most black women vie for. And a lot of them, and many black women, unfortunately, don't get a chance to get. A lot of black women get to experience love, marriage, happiness, and a family, and all those things. But a lot of black women don't get to experience that feeling. So people are looking at Jada like, hold on, you got a loving husband, a family. You should be honoring Will for giving you that black family dynamic, that black family image most women dream about and desire to have. You know what I mean? So you got people like, and so people are upset at Jada for how could you break away from a man who gave you that image? Because that's what a lot of black women wanted, and a lot of black women want that type of image. But I mean, they want that type of image, that lifestyle. But unfortunately, Jada didn't want that. Now, she had children with him, and of course she loves her kids or whatever, but she settled into wanting that. And Will put that on her. And now, you know, when he's seen some stuff go wrong on his end with maybe charming other women or whatever, now she out here wilding out and embarrassing him at every turn. But the thing that makes it even crazier is that Will acts like even though they've been apart for years, they are still in love with each other. They still ride and die with each other. They are still thick. They still thick as thieves, and they just thick and stuck together, inseparable. He acts like they are still in love and still head over heels for each other, with each other, right? Which is evident from the way he protects her, and he protects her image. But she fails to protect his image and reputation many times, right? And again, while Will acts like they're still madly in love, on the other hand, Jada acts like she's done with the relationship. And she's been done for years, and she's really just indifferent to the relationship altogether, but she doesn't have the guts to leave, which a lot of men oftentimes don't have the guts to leave relationships they no longer want to be in, or relationships that no longer serve them. Jada's still just staying there just to be staying there with him. You know, while Will is clinging on to the hope of we love each other, which makes it look so bad. But Jada is messed up for embarrassing Will time after time again, just letting us know all type of shit in they love life, and putting Tupac on a pedestal every chance she get, and making Will seem like he's an afterthought. But at the same time, Will has been a willing participant, no pun intended, right? And he tried to force a lifestyle on Jada that she never wanted to live, to force her into this image of being this family woman that's married, and she never wanted to live that. And so now, when things went left a little bit for Will doing certain stuff out of line, you see the results of her never wanting to be married with how she disrespects him. That's the problem.